Yo, it's Tiana Adeje. Today's topic is father-daughter relationships. So I actually got a great fella here. He goes by the name of Torie Stratton. How are you, bruh?
I'm good. Blessed and highly favored.
Oh yeah, awesome. So let's go ahead and get this one out the way. So how many daughters do you have, and what are the ages?
I have a total of three girls. Maria's my oldest.
Mm-hmm.
He's 11. Then it's Noel. She'll be 6 tomorrow.
Oh.
And the new one is KK. Her name is Kanani. She'll be 2 in May.
Okay, awesome. Well, happy early birthday to the one for tomorrow. And I know those are some beautiful ages. So yeah, bro, like I was saying, it's just a vibe of, just getting a feel of where you stand as a father, and having daughters and raising them to be the queens and princesses and young ladies that they're called to be. I'm just gonna dive in and just feel free to answer however you feel. So I'm gonna ask you this first question. Did you think it would be hard raising daughters?
I really didn't, because the funny thing about it is, I asked God for a girl.
Mm-hmm.
With my firstborn, and he ended up giving me 3. It hasn't been real hard. They daddy girls, and so they tend to me well. They love being up under me. I don't know if I have gotten to the age yet. I'm thinking 16 and up will probably be some little trials, but as long as I stay prayed up and ask God to order my steps, I think I'll be good. But over the years, it's been great. It's been good. They real respectful. And, brought them up in the church like how we was.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's been good. It's been good.
Wonderful. That's good then. That's good. So do you notice? What do you notice as a father that every daughter needs?
What have I noticed over the years that girls and women period, they need attention, and that's been a big factor in my life with my girls. I try to show them all the love and all the attention that I can, whether it's taking them out to expensive restaurants or just doing one-on-one with them, because they need that attention. So they won't look for it or seek anything else. Once they get of age, they won't be easily influenced. So yeah.
Okay. So when you say attention, can you go a little bit deeper as far as what type of attention? Because people can assume that
mainly quality time. Just to have that one-on-one, it's very, very helpful. So you can see how they are really, going with this everyday life thing, especially with this coronavirus going on. So, attention it could be just, watching a movie together, or I like to cook. So my middle child, Noel, he loves to help daddy cook. So it's just little things that add up to big things when it comes down to girls and giving them the attention that they need.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned quality time, which is actually one of the main love languages. I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to find out what theirs is, but as it pertains to love, do you think they're more receptive to the tender kind of love or the tough kind of love?
With my daughters, they have different personalities. So I'd say starting with my oldest, Amaria, she's receptive to more of a tender love.
Okay.
It could be something little for me just to be firm with her, or to take a tablet or a phone away from her, and she breaks down. With Noelle, it's more of a tough love, because she's so strong. She was in the NICU for 5 months, and it's a blessing that she's here. There's nothing wrong with her. and God just brought her all the way back. She was 2 pounds 2 ounces, and the doctor said that she wasn't supposed to. He said that he didn't know if she would make it or not.
Yeah.
But my mother with the prayers and what I know what my God can do, it made her strong. So Noelle, she's real. I got to give her that tough love. I have to really be firm with her, so she will know, okay, Daddy, he's serious, and Daddy means business. KK, Kanani, she's a more of a tender love as well. I can snap my fingers or say something, and she'll ball up because she knows I'm serious as well. So it's just it varies with them.
Yeah. And I know you were saying how they're strong and everything, and which I'm gonna go back with the part with your daughter being in the NICU and everything, because mine she wasn't in there half as long, but it's just that toughness that they were able to build while they're in there. It was a wonderful process for me to even see, because mine was in there. She was in there for a month and a half. And she was 2 pounds 9 ounces, and just the toughness that came up out of her just so early, it just blew my mind. So just to see that, and
it's amazing.
Yeah, and just to tie it in with their personality. I know you mentioned that as well. Would you say they get the personality though, like that toughness or that ability to be confident? From you or from the mom, or does it depend, or do they have their own personality?
All three of them have their own personalities, but each of them have a lot of me in them as well, and as well as their mothers. Again, I go with my firstborn. Her personality is so crazy because she's giggly, goofy. She loves to dance. She likes to be neat. She gets that from me. Noelle, she takes after her mother a lot. She's real conservative, and she's giving. Noelle is really patient, and she gets that from her mother as well. And KK, she's so giggly. She's just like me as well. She's my medicine. Out of all three of them, this last one is my medicine. I see so much of me in her as far as being a daredevil. She likes to test the little waters to see, and it tickles me because when I look, I be like, why did you do that? And I just think, and I laugh to myself because that's the things that my mother and my sisters, my siblings, told me that I used to do. So it's funny. But when we all together, we'll have all my girls together. It's amazing because we vibe off each other, and I see a lot of myself in them, and it's a beautiful thing. They all are daddy's girls.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Ain't nothing like being a daddy's girl. It's just something about it. I mean, we love our mothers, but it's just a daddy's love is just it's unexplainable to me, honestly. Just to have that relationship and that bond, like no other. Because I guess it's because you have the opposite sex that can still relate to you and can still, build that bond and that relationship with you along the way. And know what you need and know what you want and know how to, work the way through.
Yeah.
So with the way that you guys have your bonds and everything, what are some things you all love to do together?
First thing to come off my head is travel. We love to travel.
Okay.
And that's something that I take pride in, and because I get all of them. I don't care if we just going to Kentucky or Gatlinburg, but our favorite thing to do as a family and union is to go to Florida. We love the beach. We love the beach, and we started doing that at an early age. Like from 1 on up to their ages now. All 3 of them are water babies. They love the water, wherever it is. So just the experience of us traveling together is something that we love to do. Just it comes down to the smallest things, to when we're driving a long distance and stopping to use the restroom at gas stations and buying little souvenirs. It's priceless.
Yeah. Do you? This is a side question though. Do you notice something that they like to do the most? I know not a little prissy, but something that they like to do a lot, if that makes sense, for each of your daughters.
Yeah. Meaning all 3 or individually?
Let's try all 3. Yeah.
They all, I can say, they all love to be outdoors. They like to be hands-on. They like to be outside, just in general. I try not to have them on their phones. My oldest child, he has a phone. And when she comes to Daddy's house, I make sure that, I put that to the side and we'll get out the house. We'll do something. We're going to put our phones off and we can enjoy, outside today. But they love to go hiking. They love to go to the lake. They love outside. They're outdoors. And the outdoors type. So, when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of electronics to have like they have now anyway. So, my fun was going outside, climbing trees, or eating honeysuckers, or anything like that. So I took pride in too, showing them how to eat a honeysucker. It's just the smallest things, but yeah, they love to be outside.
So with being outside, do you find that to be a place of having those peaceful or common ground conversations? Like they can come to you and have those open-minded, open-hearted conversations in certain areas?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll go to the lake. We used to I'm trying to pick back on it this summer. But we used to do little picnics, and we'll go to Jersey Mike's and get some sandwiches, chips, and some Kool-Aid pouches, and we'll just discuss the things that's on their minds. Again, just to get them away from all the electronics and stuff. But we have those open conversations, especially with my oldest. Again, she's 11, so she's coming into a young woman, and I want to make sure that she always feels comfortable to come to Daddy with anything. I don't try to discipline them to where they'll be afraid to come to me with anything. So my main focus, as far as that QT time and the conversations, is with my oldest right now. Noelle and Kalani, they're both, young. So, but I still try to make sure that I tease their mind or try to prick at them and see, what's going on.
Yeah.
Or what's bothering them. I can tell when it's something bothering any one of them, though. So when I get that sense, I take them to the side and I try to see what's going on.
Because we need it. Because a lot of times we don't even notice it ourselves. But just once again, when Daddy knows. Just like Mom has that intuition, that Daddies know too. And it's just good for y'all to pick up on it and to be able to, and to be able to, because you set the tone.
That's one thing that I always. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying you set that tone when you acknowledge it, because you get straight to the point. Ain't no beating around no bush. It's just, we finna tackle this thing now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, Daddy gonna come straight forward.
Yeah.
No. But again, I try to make sure that I'm soft as possible. Because, when they all with me, it's good times. it's all good times. But I also want to make sure that they understand when it's a time and place for everything. So they know when I'm serious. I'm always goofy and just good times Torie, good times Daddy with them. But it's a good thing to always make sure that they know when it's time to be serious. So I thank God for that too. Over the years, it's been easy, but it's been it had some rough patches as well. But I thank God for how I was brought up. My mother, she did a wonderful job. I didn't have my biological father in my life, but I did have my stepfather, which was Ed Simpson, and he showed me all kind of love and that support when I was playing baseball and all of that. But I did want to make sure that I was always going to be in my daughter's life and remain. So I have two by my wife. So it's great having them in home. Kamaria, she's here all the time. So we have a blended family. Yeah. And it's wonderful. I thank God for it.
It's wonderful. Yes, like you said, so wonderful. Because who knew you would be a daddy, man? I mean, we just like the what you call them, snotty nosed kids growing up. And I just look at a lot of us like, man, and it helps us too in our growth as well. You said what? I'm sorry.
It manned me up. It had to. I had to man up.
Yeah.
You had to grow up when you have children anyway. So, and it was a blessing. Even though I wasn't reckless, I was still being in places that I shouldn't have been, and I still hung with people that I shouldn't have hung with. But when I had my girls, it's just like it automatically grow you up. You have to grow up when it comes down to it. If you don't, then it's it's subject to anything to happen, or it leaves that crack for the enemy to sneak in and torment their minds, or get them off track.
And you remain their covering.
Thank God for that.
And you remain their covering always.
Yes, it's part for me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And I can think and think about the times where we was in the church and with my brother's keeper with Lamont, and he really, all of that, Brother Wilbur Peoples, we was brought up under some great men.
Yeah.
And I can really say that I have learned a lot from them, as far as how to be a man and see how they treated their children. It helped a lot.
Yeah.
It really did. So I took my hat off to all of them.
Yeah. So do you have, and this is the wrap up, do you have any advice that you would like to give to any fathers who have any daughters and they're probably becoming of age, or either they're, in their young ages and finding it to be not really a challenge to be their father, but just to create that bond? Like, do you have any advice to give?
Yeah, just stay hands-on, stay prayed up, stay hands-on, stay in their face about different things, and make sure that they see you. Make sure you teach them the right things of life. They have to have the right tools, but it starts with us as men, because that's what girls do. They watch their fathers, and it was a saying where a woman, she wants to date someone or have someone like their father in their life once it's that time to get married or to date. So my advice is just to stay hands on, man, and stay prayed up. It will get hard, but you just ask God to order your steps and continue to keep them covered. Everything will be great. It's just the main thing is just to stay hands on.
That's it. Well, I appreciate you, bruh.
That's
This is Torie Stratton talking about father-daughter relationships. I do appreciate you coming on and being a part of this. Yeah, all righty, bro.
I'm so honored.
No problem. Well, you continue to take care of your family, and y'all continue to love on each other as always.
Yes, sir. I love you, Jay.
All right, love y'all too.